All right. Welcome back, everybody, for another 30-minute quick MORFIT live workout. Whoa, I am getting the top of my head cut off here. Let me quickly adjust the camera, and then we'll get rolling. All right. Doing a fair amount of groundwork today, so wanted the camera a little bit lower. All right, that's good enough. Okay, welcome, guys. Let's jump right into it. We got 30 minutes of a workout today. We're going to start with a mobility-based warm-up. So just lots of mobility-based patterns to stretch things out as well as get the heart rate going, and then we'll get into our workout. So let's just get rolling here together. We're going to start with our feet hip width apart, hands straight up in the air, and we're going to squat down as low as we can. Once you get to the bottom of your squat, however low that is for you, reach down, grab your toes, and extend the knees as straight as the knees will go. Looking to stretch out the back of the legs here. And then we're going to let go of the toes and start to straighten out the spine one vertebrae at a time, starting from the low back all the way up to the top. Reach up, hands together, a slight lean back here, going into a bit of extension. You might feel a stretch coming to the front of the body here. And then keep the arms up. We're going to squat back down. Again, as low as you can get. Reach down, grab the toes, extend the knees, as straight as the legs will go. We're just repeating that same pattern. And release the toes, start to straighten out the spine. All the way up, arms up, reach the hands together and back. If you want to add a little bit of a twist, you can. Keep the arms up. We have one more here. Squat down, grab the toes, extend the knees. Trying to get a little bit more of a stretch each time. And start to straighten out the back all the way up. Last time on the spine extension, reaching back here. Good, arms gonna come down. We're gonna step back with our right leg. Dropping into a lunge here without touching your back knee to the floor. The right hand's gonna come up, reach up and over. Stretching through the side of the body now. Take your right hand, the top hand, grab the outside of the knee, pull and twist the torso into a twisting lunge position. Face the front, slide both hands down the left shin towards the ankle. If you can't get that low, that's fine. Push your back heel down to the floor. We're trying to straighten out both knees. Both legs are in this straight A-frame position. A little bit of balance involved on this position here. Good. Both hands to the floor. Step out. You're gonna lower your body down to the ground. Press up, or press up, sorry, not press. And opening up through the abdominals a little bit more than that standing extension position. Good. Push your hips up into the air. We all know this position, downward dog. Ears between the arms. Trying to get the heels down towards the floor. Spine as long as possible. Good. And we're gonna walk our feet in towards our hands and stand up. Now we're gonna repeat that whole pattern on the opposite side. So left leg is gonna step back into a lunge, drop down, don't let the back knee touch the floor. Staying nice and tall, the left hand's gonna come up and over, getting a stretch down the left side of the body. Just a little pause here. Take the top hand, reach the outside of the right knee, pull and twist. Nice work. Face the front, slide both hands down the shin, placing the back heel on the floor, straightening out both knees as much as possible. Both hands to the floor, step out with the right foot. We're gonna lower our body down and we're gonna stay on the floor this time. Your arms can either be by your shoulders or straight out to the side. You'll wanna rest your whole body down on the floor. I'm not, just because of the mic, but just kind of relax the upper body. We're gonna go into a scorpion here. Just go easy with this one, especially if you have any spinal or low back issues. Just go easy on the range of motion. Don't challenge yourself too much if it's your first time. Take the left heel, reach up and over. So we're twisting through the torso as far as you're comfortable going. Take it easy if you haven't done them before. Back to center and opposite side. Right heel comes up and over. You might get a nice stretch through the pecs as well as through the spine and hips. Back to center. Very good. Bring both hands in. We're going to press up, pushing back into a child's pose here, sitting the butt or the hips down between the ankles. If it's not comfortable on your ankles, just bring your toes under. So feel free to put your toes like this if you're not comfortable sitting in this position on your feet. Reach the arms forward, getting a stretch through the torso here into the armpit area, into your lats. All right, come back up. We're gonna go back to this low squat position here. I'll face the camera again. So as low as you're comfortable going, you might find you're getting a little bit lower now that we've kind of opened things up for a couple minutes. And again, if you're not this low, if you're up here, that's perfectly fine. It's gonna challenge your quads more. So, you'll be working harder than I am in this position, so take breaks as you need. And we're just gonna add one last spinal twist, lots of spinal twisting stuff for our warm up today. Take your left elbow, push it into your left knee, and you're gonna drive your right arm up to the ceiling. And bring the right arm back down. Right elbow goes into the right knee, and we're lifting the left arm up to the ceiling. And come on back down. All right. Okay, nice work. Hopefully that got your heart rate going a little bit, especially if you're tight in some areas, then you'll probably find that that was sufficient to get things warmed up. Let's go over our format for the day for the workout. Again, it's always a little bit different on the Mondays, just to keep myself and you guys guessing as well. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through 30 repetitions of 2 exercises, which are gonna be very similar in nature. So it's gonna be an easy variation of an exercise for 10 reps, a little bit of a harder variation of the same exercise for 10 reps. That'll be 20 total. And then we go back to the easy variation for another 10 reps. That gives our total of 30 reps. If you need to take breaks throughout the 30, or if I need to take breaks before I get to 30, you keep going, or I'll keep going, take a break, and we'll jump back in when we can. We have 4 circuits to go through. We're gonna go through all 4 of them, and then we're gonna repeat it all a second time. And that'll be our 30 minutes before we get a couple stretches in at the very end. So pretty simple. If you can stick with me for the timing of the repetitions, instead of just going off on your own speed, usually with bodyweight stuff, we sometimes make it a bit easier on ourselves by going a little faster to get the set over with. We're gonna try and slow it down a little bit for some of them, maybe speed it up for some of them, we'll see. But try to stick with me if you can. And if you have to go at your own pace, go at your own pace. So our first circuit is gonna be a squat, a jump squat, and then a squat. Super simple. And again, for any of the exercises or circuits, if you get to the hard variation and it's too challenging, feel free to stick with the easier variation. And then you're essentially doing 30 reps of that one exercise, which is still gonna be a lot of work. All right, so here we go. We're gonna start with a squat. Arms crossed over the chest, in front if you need for balance, overhead if you like to challenge yourself a bit more, wherever you wanna put your arms. Let's get started. So toes pointing out slightly, knees travel out to the side as the hips travel down. That's 1. And the range of motion is up to you. 2, try to keep the chest tall in the squat. 3, so we want to avoid leaning over like that. 4, or having the heels come up like that. 5, whatever range you can with the heels nice and firmly planted, chest nice and tall, spine as comfortable and neutral as possible. I believe we're at 7. I might have missed one there. That's 8. 2 more, then we go into our jump squats. 9. Make sure you got nothing ahead or overhead that you can ram your head into. That's 10. Let's go to our 10 jump squats. Arms are gonna go back. Come forward to propel the body up in the air. Nice soft landing on the ground. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we go into our squats again. There's 1, 2. So working the same muscles for all 30 reps. 4, in this case our quads and our glutes, that's 5. 6, 4 more. 7, 8, 2 reps. 9, and 10. All right, that's our first circuit of 30 reps. We're gonna go into our next one. We're gonna do what's called a Tommy climber, which is essentially a mountain climber, but just slower. Then we'll go into push-ups, so 10 push-ups, and then back to the Tommy climbers. So I'll do a quick demo, grab some water here if you'd like. So we start in a plank position, bring one knee into the elbow, other side, that's 1 rep. So it's the same movement as a mountain climber, but we're just not going fast. So we're slowing it down. All right, water bottles down, come on the floor, join me here, and let's get into it. 10 Tommies, 10 push-ups, 10 Tommies. Okay, 3, 2, 1, here we go. 1 knee in, replace the foot, other side, that's 1 rep. Keep it going. Things we want to try and avoid. Hips up in the air here. If you feel you're kind of in this mountain position, try to flatten things out. Try to keep the pelvis tucked in, tailbone tucked in, so that your low back does not cave or crash towards the floor. Keep the abs strong, glutes active. That's 8. That's 9. And there's 10. All right, immediately into our push-ups here. Go to the knees if you need to. Lower the body down. Press the body back up. 2. Try not to push or poke your chin forward here. Keep the whole body in a nice straight line. There's 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Hold it here, Tommy climbers. That's 1. So your shoulders might be the toughest part of this. Your core might be the toughest part. Maybe the conditioning or the cardio. That's 4. 5. 6. 7. Keep your shoulders over your hands. 8. 9. And 10. Nice work. We got there. All right, quick water break. We're going into our 3rd circuit. If you have an exercise ball, one of these guys, available and inflated and nearby, you can grab that. We will use it. If you don't have that, no problem. I'm going to demonstrate right now what your variations are going to be. So if you don't have the ball, you're going to do a heel walkout. Start with your hips by your butt, hips up. You're going to walk your feet out as far as you can without letting your butt touch the floor. Walk back in and repeat that. That'll be your first exercise. Your second one is going to be hip drives, either double leg or challenge yourself with a single leg variation. That's up to you. For the walkouts, you're not going to do 10 of them. You'll just follow along with the speed that I'm working at. If you have a ball, then you're going to stick with me, and we're going to do hamstring curls and hip drives on the ball. All right, I assume you all have your balls ready to go. If you have them, let's get the feet up on the ball, feet not together, but slightly separated for more control. Head on the floor, unless you're Looking at the screen, of course. Hips up. And we're gonna do a hamstring curl. Here we go. So walkouts without the ball, curls with the ball. That's 2. We're keeping the hips fixed in place for the first 10 reps. Rolling the ball all the way in, and then full extension of the legs on the way out. I believe we're at 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now roll the ball in closer to your body here. We're gonna go into hip drives. So keep the ball in place, hips drive up, and then they come down. 2, 3, 4. Again, if you don't have the ball, you're doing the same thing. But if that's too easy, you can do single leg hip drives. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're back to the hamstring curls here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you haven't used your hamstrings in a while, this will wake them up. Hips up. 2 more. 9 and 10. Nice. All right. That's our 3rd circuit. Quick drink of water. And we're going into our 4th. See how we're doing for time here. All right. I'm going to pull a mat out for this one. Feel free to do so as well. So we're going to hit the abdominals a bit more specifically here. So we're going to go into butterflies and V-ups. And I'll go through the different alternatives as we go. The first one, butterfly. Hands on the floor for easier. Hands crossed over for harder. You can choose your intensity. The knees staying together makes the exercise a lot harder. So try to pin them together if you can. Open things up if you feel you need to. The further down you go, without actually resting on the ground, is harder. So if that's too hard, don't go very far. Challenge yourself by hovering above the ground if you can. All right, so we're starting with 10 reps. I'll show hands on the ground first, and then I'll pull them up. So here we go, we're kicking out, like opening up an accordion, coming back in, that's 1. Here we go, follow along. There's 2, watch those knees, if you can, keep them together. And cross the hands over the chest, 3, that's 4, sorry. 5, if you can. 6, 7, try not to rest the shoulders on the floor. If anything, they're just barely touching. Ideally, not at all. 9 and 10. Perfect. Let's go to the back. So V-ups are next. Here's our options. Easiest. Opposite arm and leg go down, and then other side. And just alternate there. That will be actually easier than the first exercise. If you want to challenge yourself more, everything goes down, everything comes up. Let's go together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And if this is too easy, you can come up, bring your torso off the ground. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're right back to those butterflies. Hands down if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, last one, and 10. All right. That is one time through our full circuit. Okay, we're gonna take about an extra minute here, or an extra 30 seconds, in addition to the normal 30. So a full minute, to be more specific. Just get some water, recover, and then we're gonna go through that whole cycle one more time. Just gonna make sure that we're still doing good on the live stream here. All right, looks to be going well. All right, so we got 9 minutes left or so. So we might go a little bit quicker on the reps than that first set. We're already probably decently fatigued, so a little more speed might actually be more than welcome. But just to make sure that we're done on time and we get a couple stretches in, we're gonna speed it up just a little bit. So we're back to the first circuit. Squats, 10 reps. Jump squats, 10 reps. Squats again for 10. All right, we ready to go? Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Squats. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, nice work, 8, 2 more here, 9, that's 10. Jump squats, arms go back on the way down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and finish off with 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Great work. All right, that's 30 reps total. We're gonna go to our second circuit, Tommy climbers and push-ups. We'll get started here in 25 seconds. 3 circuits to go. Amazing what we can do in 30 minutes, right? Jam pack it all in. All right, let's get ready here. Hands on the floor. Pushing the body away from the ground with the hands at all times. Tommy climbers to begin. And let's start. Knee in. Other side, that's 1. 2. Try to keep the torso nice and motionless throughout the Tommies. That's 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. There's 10. Push-ups, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and Tommy climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, 30-second break, guys. We're 6 circuits down, 2 to go. Grab the ball if you got it. We got hamstring curls and hip drives. No balls, no problem. Heel walkouts and hip drives. All right. We have about 5 minutes here. Let's keep cruising. Okay, on your back. Starting with the curls. 3, 2, 1. Hips up. Here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get the ball in. Hip drives. Here we go. 1. Try to get full extension of the hips at the top without touching the floor at the bottom. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice. There's 10. All right, hamstring curls. Last 10. 1, 2, 3. Doing good. 4. Stay with me here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Put the ball away. All done there. Quick break. 1 more circuit to go. Butterflies, V-ups, and butterflies. I found this one the hardest in the first round, so we'll see how we do here for the second. All right. Okay, let's get going. Seated position, butterflies, arms up or down. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Try to keep the knees together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. V-ups are next. Single-sided or bilateral. Bilateral to challenge yourself more. Here we go. 1, 2. Try not to touch your feet to the floor. 3. If you need to, you can. Preferably you just wouldn't go as low with the legs instead of touching the floor. 7, 8. That's 9. We got our last one here. And 10. All right. Butterflies. Last 10 reps here, guys. All right. Here we go. I might not go as low on these because my abs are already quite tired. 4. If you can keep going all the way down, you go the full weight. 6, 7, 8, and 10. Woo. All right. Great work on that, guys. That was not an easy last round. Okay. Grab some water again, nice and quick. And what do we got for stretch time? Less than a minute. In fact, -1 minute. All right. I'm gonna leave you guys with a quick stretch here. Let's grab an ankle, stretch into the quads. Keep the legs together, pull the leg back, drive the hips forward with the pelvis. I'm gonna skimp out on the stretches with you guys today. The workout was a little bit longer than I expected. Let's go to the other side. But we got nice stretching at the start with the warm-up. Feel free to stretch out pecs or hamstrings as well, just to complement some of the other exercises that we focused on today. All right. But in the name of the 30-minute class, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks very much for participating. Last week we had to cancel the Wednesday class. Darren was out of commission, but he should be ready to go on Wednesday, so in a couple days. And then Kaya is rocking on Fridays with you guys. Hopefully you're liking her class as well. Thanks very much. I'll see you guys in a week. Bye-bye.